Good, everybody. It's your girl, Miss Giselle, and this is the Black Table Conversations with Miss Giselle. And today I have in the building the author queen and the author builder herself. I'm going to call you the author engineer. Miss Liz Elizabeth is in the building. Hey,
Hi,
everyone.
hi, how you guys doing?
Yes, I'm so glad that you are here. I don't know anybody as busy as me until I met you. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
do what I do all day.
I
Like,
try to do it. I try to do it all.
and it's dope. I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually I'm excited for stuff to come. So we're gonna just dive in. You know how we
Okay.
do here. We ride the waves. And yeah, let's talk about how you got to this point. What made you launch your business?
Whew. Well, I launched my business it's not that long of a story, but so I got my degree in law actually. And I didn't like it. I'm just gonna be honest. So I was working for like the public defender service in DC. I worked for the DC jail. I was doing a lot of different stuff in DC. But I wasn't really like I'm passionate about it, but it was something missing. And so my family had moved to Atlanta and I was still up in DC. I graduated from the University of Maryland, so I was still at school and everything like that. And then, my mom was like, why don't you try coming to Atlanta? So I came to Atlanta, wanted to stick with the whole law thing, but it wasn't as much demand down here like it is up where the government buildings are. Obviously, I was by the White House and all that stuff. So my mom kept telling me, she kept saying, start a business, start a business, start a business. And I was like, I don't know what business to start. I don't know what to start. And so I had this name, Arait Justice. So my middle name is Tiara. So I just flipped it. And that's how I get Arait. Because everyone asks me how to pronounce it. Everyone. So, and then justice, because I got a degree in criminal justice.
Oh,
It
that's
may
dope.
sound corny,
No,
but I turned
not
it
at
in.
all.
So I just sat on the name for a long time. And then I'm be honest, my whole life I didn't want to go into publishing. I grew up. Do you want to be like your mom? Don't you want to be like your mom? Don't you want to be like your mom? And I always told myself, I'm just going to go to law, do something completely different. I'm not even going to go into this book world. But when they literally say something is in your blood, like I can do this in my sleep. And it's so crazy. Like, and it's still trial and error and things like that. Like, of course, nobody's perfect. But when I say it's like when you just know you have a gift, I have a gift to help authors get their books out there, including me. I have a gift to edit. I have a gift to format. I have a gift to bring people's stories to life on a TV screen. It is a gift. And so that's what I'm doing now. And so, like I said, I started it. And within like 2 weeks, I had my first author. And next thing you know, I was at Essence Festival and Bronner Brothers, and it kind of literally just took off. Like I just woke up one day, started it, went to the bank, registered it with the state of Georgia, and next thing you know, it just took off. So things like that can really happen. I know it may sound like a cliche story, but it was literally just it's something that just kind of took off, and I feel good about it. And I love what I do.
Well, I tell you one thing, I think you're amazing. I just
Thank you.
want to say this sister right here also, um, she's helping my son. My son's about to launch
Yeah.
his book the end of this year. And he's off the chain. I can't wait for his joint to drop.
Yes.
And I mean, if you really want to get the stuff, guys, we are going to build our own
Yeah.
greatness. Greatness is within you. You just got to push it out of you. And that's what it's all about. So, right here, we're going to take a quick break. And then we're going to get back to our sister Liz and talk more about this author building brand.
Yes.
But if a man doesn't have a job or an income, he has neither life nor liberty and the possibility for the pursuit of happiness.
When you think of your life, could it be a book? A lot of people have stories to tell, but they just don't know how to translate it to paper. This is why I created Arait Justice Media Group, LLC. At Arait Justice Media Group, we are entertainment. Instead of a script, We write our own stories, use our own imagination, and entertain readers all around the world. My name is Elizabeth Roberts, and I'm an author and a book publisher. Not only do I publish books, but I make them come to life on the TV screen. I have had one of my books featured on The Real. I have worked with numerous celebrities in the book and film industry. My book trailers / short films are now available on Roku, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and more. I have had the pleasure of writing a 2-hour feature film, and I have now helped over 30 authors get published with their books being distributed via Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, and more. In addition, I publish all genres, so nobody will be left out. In traditional publishing, you have to hire an editor, copywriter, formatter, and cover designer. At Arait Justice Media Group, I am your one-stop shop from publishing to getting your book on the TV screen. Welcome to the group.
We are back, family, with our sister Liz at Arait Justice Media Group. So we're going to jump right back to the conversation. Yes, I want to give you guys the business. Yes, this is my son. She's actually helping my son build his book brand. And she's an amazing publicist and editor. She does everything, all the way to bringing your story to video. So before I even tell your whole story for you, I'm going to pass the mic back to you, sis, and tell everybody about this year. Let's talk about how this year has panned out.
This year has been amazing. So I started out doing a book trailer called Consensual Deviance for my author Jabal Black. He was also on this show as well. So we did his trailer and it was amazing. We had a great time. He loved it. After that, I did one for her name is Sade. It's called All Fun But No Games. That was amazing. We shot that in a hotel. We had about 6 to 7 cast members, and her book is really good as well. And then we also did one called Samson, which was my first action one. And y'all, action is hard. It is definitely hard to like make it come across like on the screen and stuff like that, and just editing. And I don't shoot or edit. I just produce, cast, direct. I do hair, wardrobe, props, and then my videographer, who I use, Braden Jenkins, Excellence Productions. He's amazing. He does the shooting and the editing. So we did that for the action, and then we did a short film called A Father's Plight by Justin Jack.
FYI, guys, I want to just give it to y'all like this, because last year after COVID and we was looking at zero wealth. We talking zero wealth by 2053, but it was escalated and pushed forward. Now we're looking at 2030s. They talking about Black people going to be at zero wealth. So I went into survival mode, I would call it, and almost like a panic. I was like, I want to do stuff to help people get to our businesses. I don't care what it's going to take. And I feel like it was a push. I've always been in marketing. I've been in like a marketing field, like different marketing fields, primarily in financial spaces. But I just knew I had to do something to help get people to Black businesses while at the same time fighting for our reparations, which is coming. But and I ran into Justin.
Yes, he's amazing.
Yes, that man is amazing. And he actually introduced me to Liz. So let's talk about how dope that movie is and where it can be found, because you guys have gone to Sundance, won so many awards. Let's talk about that, because that's huge.
Yeah. So we actually didn't go to Sundance. I ain't at that level yet.
Oh, yeah, we coming. Look, I spoken into existence. What's happening next year? We get in Sundance next year.
That process was actually it was amazing. We actually shot A Father's Plight at like my house, and we used the parking lot, and necessity is the mother of all inventions, and we made it happen. And the cast was, amazing. And We did go to 2 film festivals. We won an honorable mention from one, and then another one we did win the award. And so we got featured in a magazine, an international magazine. And let me just say how amazing it is that we're entering into these film festivals, going up against international people. I'm talking about people from Greece, people from, all over the world. And we're just Black people from the South, and for them, like, for us to win awards, it really means like a lot for me, because I feel like we're already going in as as a disadvantage being Black, and then for us to win, it just means so much, to me, because we are going up against all races, all areas, people who have better equipment than me, people who can afford more locations and afford, better wardrobe and better things like that. And I'm doing all this, just because I believe in myself and I believe in what I'm doing, and to win, it just really means a lot that people see, our vision, because it's not easy. And like I said, we already go into this with a target on our back just because of the color of our skin. And we're winning against hundreds of other films in the same festival, and they're picking us. And so just because of our message and because how it was shot and how it was edited and the script and the way it was casted and everything like that. So it really is an honor to have won these festivals and won these. I had 2 magazine features. One was Black Link magazine, and another one is called Marica magazine. That's the one that's international. But yes, it's just been an amazing short film. And The Father's Fight 2 will be coming. It's going to be a 3-book series. So 2 and 3 is coming, and we're trying to push this and make this a feature film. It dropped on Father's Day. You guys can find it on Total Entertainment Package on Roku. You can also find it on Shabazz TV on Amazon Fire Stick, or you can find it on YouTube, where we're almost at 800 views on there. But just search it, A Father's Plight, or you can find it on my page and my link tree. But yes, it's just been amazing. It's about a young mother who goes through domestic violence, and she gets out, and a lot of people actually go through that, and she didn't want that happening in front of her child. And it's about, we see all this stuff, we hear all these things about bad co-parenting relationships. Well, in this, we wanted to change the narrative and show that, the father understood, why things had to happen. He put his feelings aside to protect the mother of his child. It's not always hate. It's not always beef. And so we're trying to change that narrative. So that's what A Father's Plight is about.
I love it. And yeah. I tell you guys, we had that book. I read the book and I was already ready for part 2. I'm literally waiting. I read the book because I try to get to know my guests, products and services and stuff. So I'm like, this book is dope. Especially it was like a twist. The end was a twist. I'm like, what? She actually left. Well,
it was so
let me shut up. I'm not gonna tell the story. Y'all got to see the show of the movie, plus read the book. It's nothing like the book. You get that info, you read the book, and then the visual is just gonna add it. To me, it's amazing. So I think big ups to you, big up to Justin for that project. That was huge and it was dope. I can't wait to see my son's movie because he get ready to get his too. We try to do big things over here.
Dope. And just add the visuals to the books, just make everything come full circle, and people really do like it.
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing. It's like reading a book, or it's like listening to a story and watching, how they do, you do the listening to the story and then you could read the book along. To me, I like to do, sometimes I do that. And then other times, that's why I always buy, if I buy the book on Kindle or if I buy it on, one of the book reading websites, I can't even think of it right now. Anyway, so do you have anything coming up in the near future that you're about to drop, or you?
So I'm gonna drop a short film where we're shooting it in January called Rules of Girl Code. So let me talk about Rules of Girl Code. So I wrote a book called Rules of Girl Code, basically to like talk to like my younger sister. So I did have a sister that was older than me, and unfortunately she passed. But I wanted to talk to young girls. I have two brothers, and my mom is amazing, but I always wonder, what if I had a sister, or, what if I could talk to her about this or about that? Or what if I could teach her, the ins and outs of life or how to treat other women? And I do have a 2-year-old niece now. And so as she grows up, I actually just did a children's book for her, but as she grows up, I want her to learn, as you make friends and as you grow, there's going to be a lot of things that happen and you can't let it stop you. My book is basically targeted for 11 to 16-year-olds. And it's just really great. It's just, like I said, there's affirmations in it. There's quotes in it. There's so the rules is, how to treat each other, especially when it comes to boys and different things like that. And so I did do a book launch for it, which was amazing. And then I've also done some speakings for it, including the Harveys featured my book at their event. So I was able to speak in front of some girls. And then just a few weeks ago, I spoke at Benjamin Banneker here in Atlanta, Georgia, to over 600 girls. And I talked about my book and everything. So I'm literally trying to, change the world one girl at a time, because us as women and as young girls growing up, we got to have girl power. We can't let these boys, and we can't let, small things get in between, us. And in my book, I stress the young girls to talk to your parents. Like, I used to be the same young girl that used to be like, my mom don't know what she's talking about, this, and that. But let me tell you, it's been times where my mom has saved my life. I wanted to go to a party. Next morning, the party was shot up and I saw it on the news and I was pissed. My mom didn't let me go. I'm texting. I'm upset. I'm this and I'm that. But as you know, I know you have a 15-year-old daughter. They don't want to listen. But it's like you're doing it to protect. Right now, it's just like, oh, my mom, she tripping. Why she take my phone? Why I can't go here? Why I can't go there? But there's a reason for that. And so that's what Rules of Girl Code is about. So I'm shooting a short film for it in January. So that's coming up. So stay tuned.
I'm excited about that. And sis, I can't wait to let my sons hear this and my daughter, because that's what I be saying. I'm like, look, you ain't going out there. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
I'm going to protect you as long as I can. Now my kids get to do things, but I'm like, it's too much stuff going on. We're in Baltimore all day. And DMV is not always safe outside. So it's all about just keeping your kids safe. And I get that from a mother to a mother. You'll see it when your niece, even with your niece, you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, where you think you going? Why you think you got, why you got that on? I remember them days. Yeah, I'm telling you, you think you're wrong. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I'm excited. So tell everybody the book and where it can be found, because I think it's dope. And guys, before she even say that, we're going to do a girl talk session with Arait Youth, because that's how we're going to close out the season. And we're nearing that in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for that. So tell us where we can find Elle's book.
You can find Rules of Girl Code on Amazon right now. And I want to say that this year I've dropped 20 authors so far. And their different books can be found on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. So if you check out my Instagram, which is Arait_Justice, ARAIT_JUSTICE, you'll be able to scroll and see the different authors that I've dropped. I've dropped children's books, I've dropped erotica books, romance books, action books, all different types of things, and they're all found on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And I have some amazing authors who are doing some amazing things by telling their stories, and I have more to come. I have plenty more authors to come. I was just telling Giselle, I have 8 books on my register right now, including her son's. And, I just love helping people tell their story. And then just seeing like the smile on my authors' faces when they get their books in person. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. They see it and it really comes to life. I just really enjoy making people's dreams come true. And, I just want to say that I really believe that books are entertainment as well. I don't think that we get as much credit. I always talk about this. It is my mission. I feel like the literary arena doesn't get as much credit because we're not rappers or actors and we don't show our mansions and stuff, but we entertain people, all across the world. Reading is entertainment as well. So you guys teach your kids, how to read, teach them how to write, because I know people that are, older in their 20s and don't know how to read and write. It is essential. Reading is essential. And what I had to tell the girls at Benjamin Banneker that I talked to, a lot of them didn't read. We asked them, how many of you guys read? Most of them didn't raise their hand. But I said, you guys read The Shade Room, that's reading.
Right.
You got the blogs, that's reading. I said, everything on Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink Crew, guess what? That's a script. All your TV shows that you watch, that's writing, that's a script. All of that, everything. People don't realize how much reading is around them. You're on social media all day, you read and post. That's reading. It's entertainment. And a lot of people don't even realize how much they read. They when you ask someone how much do they read? No, I don't read. But literally you have everyday people read. They just don't realize it.
That I must agree, because I'm going to just give you this because, we could talk all day. But my youngest son, it was like, oh, he has dyslexia and like stuff like that. Like ADHD, whatever they wanted to say, right? So
yeah,
like me and his father was like, how are we going to figure this out? How are we going to make this happen? So we figured out what he loved. We started getting this boy books. It was like wrestling books. And he loved reading because he always wanted to be a police officer or somebody in the military. Literally the first couple of years of his life, he was like a little army man for Halloween. So he always, they was like, well, if you don't do this, he's not going to be able to excel here or do this. This boy, he actually started reading, and he started to excel in reading, from reading books about wrestling or missing people reports. Because we'll be like, oh my goodness, what color hair did they have? They said it was brown hair. It's because he was interested in it. So we used things that he was interested in to captivate his attention, and lifted him up. So you are absolutely right. It's stuff like that, and it helped to excel. Now the boy wrote a whole rap album, and some of it he freestyled, but the other stuff he wrote, and now he working on a book because he see his brother working on a book. Now he want to work on a book. So you got another customer, and I got another headache.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yes. No, you good. So, what would you like to leave everyone with? Because you literally just said it, but what would you like to leave?
I would just like to leave everyone with, whatever goals you have for 2022, you can do it. I never would have thought that I would have accomplished winning awards and teaching 6 students in my writing class and dropping 20 books and have my book being debuted with the Harveys. And I have a billboard. I had a billboard in 2 states. I have books in libraries. I have so much going on, and all that happened this year. So you could do whatever you put your mind to. I got a major brand book deal with a company. This is my first time getting a brand book deal with the actual brand for me to write their book. And it's just amazing. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do it. And just remember, and my mom always says this, just remember, we all get 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with your 24 hours that determines your life. And also, I want to leave you with this. Me and my mom always talk about the dash. The dash is the dash that's on your tombstone. The date from the day you were born to the day that you died. And what happened in between your dash. Think about that. 2022 is part of your dash. So go into it with a positive mindset. Don't let any negativity get you down. And, create your dash. Let that dash be a legacy. And that's what I want to leave you with.
Yes, sis. We building legacies here at the Black Table. if
Yes.
nothing less. And on that note, guys, I'm going to leave you with love, peace, and reparations. 40 acres in the Tesla, of course. Nothing less. Until next time, peace.
Bye-bye.